And go.
Hi students, I want to show you my science notebook, and you guys are going to be making your own science notebook just like this one. So I just want to show you how the science notebooks should be set up, and also real scientists use notebooks, and I want you guys to be real scientists. First thing is your cover. You can put stickers on there, you can decorate it, put your name in there, you can highlight it, and just make it your own. On the inside, you're going to have a pocket, and inside that pocket you can put things like pencils and index cards and rulers. The very first page is going to be the rules of the notebook. It tells you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and it also gives you some sentence starters. Sentence starters will help you when your teacher asks you to do a writing assignment. The next thing is probably the most important part of the notebook. It's the table of contents. The table of contents always has the date, the title, and what page number I can find it on. And you'll notice that at the top of each page I have a page number. So whatever page you're working on, write that down on your table of contents and put the page number. You also want to have a list of all the tools that you're going to be using this year. So you'll have a list of the tools, and as you go along the year, your teacher will tell you how you're going to use those tools. The safety contract is something else that should be inside your journal. The safety contract is the agreement between you, your teacher, and the lab teacher about behaving in the science lab. Some other things that you might see in your notebook is a picture of yourself. On the first day of school, your teacher might take a picture of you and put that picture in here to remind you that you are a scientist using a real science notebook. Another thing you'll find in your science notebook is a list of all the rules. Here are the rules for the lab, and here are some pictures to go along with that. During the course of the year, you'll find that a lot of your science vocabulary words are going to go in your notebook. Here's an example of that. Anytime you do an activity, your teacher's going to ask you to write that down. There's lots of different ways to organize. This one is called a Venn diagram. This page shows some different landforms. This is another way to keep your notebook organized. This is a book called The Important Thing. You'll be using this several times when you're making a list of things that are important. So anytime you have an activity where you're sorting, you want those to be in your notebook, and you want it to be neat and organized so that you can always go back and reflect on it. And everything that's in your notebook, it should be nice and neat and clear so that if you maybe have a quiz, you can go back and look at that, give yourself the right answer. So as the year goes by, you guys will be putting more and more things into this notebook. So by the end of the year, it will be completely full of all of your notes and all of your scientific explorations and all of your labs and all the things that you did in your classroom.